Run homer was the biggest clutch hit of his career, winning the division and sending the Phils on a mission, their first pennant in 30 years. If an entire city could suffer agita for 2 weeks, it happened in October 1980 as the Phillies and the Houston Astros battled for National League supremacy. They played 5 times, and the first game was the only one to be decided in 9 innings.
Hit a ton to left field. Luzinski has homered. Phillies lead the ball game 2-1.
Greg Luzinski's 2-run homer was the highlight of a 3-1 Phils victory in Game 1. So far, so good.
Little dribbler to Boa. He comes home. It's going to be late. It's safe all around.
Houston got a badly needed win at the vet with 4 runs in the 10th inning of Game 2. The final 3 games of the series would be played in the unfriendly confines of the Astrodome. The Phillies arrived at the Astrodome with silent bats, and a Houston sacrifice fly in the 11th had the Phillies down 2-1 and on the verge of yet another bitter playoff defeat.
In 11 innings. Walling a sacrifice fly.
The next day, with the Phillies' backs to the wall, the series turned truly bizarre in the 4th inning.
Broken bat, one hopper to the pitcher. He throws to first. Out at first base is Gary Maddox. Now Houston arguing that they might. Wait a minute. What's Harvey ruling? Wait a minute. A triple play? No way. They're ruling a triple play.
After much screaming and pleading from the Phillies, umpire Doug Harvey changed his mind, and the double play that became a triple play became a double play again. In the 8th, 6 outs from elimination, the Phils fought back and took a 3-2 lead. But when the Astros tied it in the 9th, it was extra innings again. Prime time for Pete Rose.
A 1-0 pitch. Driven to left field. Hard hit ball down into the corner. That ball one hops against the fence. Here comes Pete Rose digging around third. He's going to keep right on going. Here's the play at the plate. He scores! He knocked Bochy over.
I was going to score on that. I don't give a damn. They could have had a roadblock there, and I'd have broke the law. I'd have went right through the roadblock because I had to score that run. I mean, that'd give us a lift because when I scored that run, guys started to say, well, maybe things are going to go our way.
The Phils went on to win 5-3. They had gotten off the canvas and would live to fight again in Game 5. No sooner had the Phils gotten up than the Astros knocked them back down again, taking a 5-2 lead in the 7th inning of Game 5. With 6 outs left in their season, the Phillies had to face Nolan Ryan. Incredibly, in the 8th, the Phils staggered back up when pinch hitter Greg Gross bunted to load the bases. And when Rose forced in a run with a walk, the great Nolan Ryan was out of there.
He didn't want to be taken out of that game. I mean, Nolan Ryan did not want to leave that game, and probably that's the best thing that happened to us. He left that game.
The Phils scored 2 more runs to tie it, which brought Manny Trio to the plate.
The 1 strike to Trio. Line drive left field. Base hit. Here comes Avalos to score. Pass to third base is Unser. That ball's in the corner. Here comes Unser for the plate. He's going to score. He goes into third. Manny Trio to third with a 2-run triple. Phillies lead the game 7-5.
The Phils had come from 3 down to 2 up in the 8th, but the Astros wouldn't die, tying it back up at the bottom of the inning off Tug McGraw. When the 9th went scoreless, extra innings loomed again for the 4th game in a row. In this pressure cooker, the 10th inning belonged to Gary Maddox with Del Unser at third.
Pitch on the way to Maddox. Line drive, center field, sinking, base hit. That ball's in play. Phillies lead. The ball gets Guy Poole. Maddox goes to second.
Bottom of the 10th, 1-run lead, and it was up to Dick Ruthven to end 30 years of waiting.
The windup by Ruthven. The 3-2 pitch. Here's a punch shot to center field. Maddox racing over. He catches the ball. Phillies win the pennant. The Phillies have won the pennant. The Phillies win the ball game 8-7. They go to the World Series for the first time in 30 years.
As the overjoyed Phillies carried Gary Maddox off the field, they realized